Hi guys, how you doing? Mark, Never Enough Nutrition here. They're in. So we've got, the Never Enough famous label. The Mega Shred Fat Burners. At last, Fat Obliterators are visceral fat targeting beauties. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Really excited. For years I have not really been into recommending fat burners per se. I use L-carnitine and green tea to a degree, but only if the strengths are right. So if you're ever using L-carnitine, 3 grams a day, anything less don't bother with, personally speaking. Green tea, good thermogenic, but you've got to, again, get a decent milligrammage in. And often that's what it's about. It's about milligrammages, therapeutic strengths. A lot of fat burners give you tingles, they're loaded with stimulants that give you kind of just a massive energy rush, and then you drop off. Well, I don't want to do that. Some of them are just a little caffeine capsule, really. Some of them are really highly priced. Some of them are ridiculously overpriced. Some of them are okay. So I do a few. There's a great one by a few of the companies out there, and I totally respect. There's a good one by DNA called DNA Nutrition. They call theirs iShred. Really nice formula. So I'm not going to just go, oh, this is the best one. This to me is incredible, but there are some good other ones out there. Limp do a very good one. So they do a really good thermostim, I think it's called. I've seen that nice little thing if you just get into it. What makes these slightly different? The formula. These are designed for people in good condition already. These are designed for people who are training and who are, for example, I deal a lot with fighters who need to make weight without sacrificing muscle power and energy. I deal with a lot of bodybuilders who need to get rid of visceral fat. I deal a lot with bikini models. I deal a lot with physique athletes. I deal a lot with people who are getting married. I deal a lot with people who are going on holiday to Ibiza to show off their 8-packs. This is an amazing way of getting rid of visceral fat. What's visceral fat? Let me explain to you. Visceral fat is, you've got 2 types of fat in your body, okay? You've got white adipose tissue, which is what your body stores when you eat too much food and you can't convert it into glycogen or energy. You get fat stores of fat adipose tissue, big white fat cells. And you get brown adipose tissue. That's there to keep us warm, so we shiver and burn it if we're cold. So stay cold if you want to lose fat, if you want to lose brown fat. And it's easy to use to exercise, so we use it as a tapping into sources of energy. So brown adipose tissue is good because it's easy to burn as fuel. We can utilize it simply. White adipose tissue is very difficult to burn. So what you do is you lose all that brown adipose tissue, and what you're left with is abdominal fat, maybe it's around the side, lower back, and that's called visceral fat or white adipose tissue. This targets that. How does it target that? It basically changes the white fat more into like a brown fat. It makes it more easily accessible for energy by the body. It is cool, as you wouldn't believe cool. So what I'll do is I'll quickly run through the ingredients, because this will tap into, it'll still burn brown fat, but this is for people who are exercising and got the diet on and want to get shredded. This is the thing, Mega Shred, says it on the label for a reason. Now, with this, you've also got other things in here that got appetite suppressants in there, they're fantastic, so it will take the edge off the appetite completely. You've got thermogenics in there. When I trialed the original combination of this, my goodness me, I was steaming in the gym. It was amazing, brilliant. So it does work. You'll see that physically when you're working out. You will sweat more. You will be melting more fat. They say that sweat is fat cells leaving the body. There'll be a lot of them leaving the body after this bad boy, telling you now. So let's have a quick look at the ingredients, and I'll go through them very quickly with you. Okay, first ingredient, Garcinia cambogia. Garcinia cambogia is very active in something called hydroxycitric acid. Hydroxycitric acid is the key to Garcinia cambogia. Garcinia cambogia is not the cheapest products. I have got in here, I've put 500 milligrams in there. You buy a month's supply of Garcinia Cambogia from a good source, a good company, you'd be looking at between 15 and 20 pounds for that one product, around about the 400 odd milligram mark. So that one product in there is incredible. Hydroxycitric acid, the active ingredient in Garcinia Cambogia, is brilliant on its own. Suppresses appetite, check, does it. Slight thermogenic effect. So as you're working out and exercising, you will be melting or burning more fats. You're turning up the mitochondria, the energy cells in the fats, and you're using them much more efficiently. So you're melting more fat after you've worked out. So you're not as hungry, you're burning more fat thermogenically. Really, really cool. Here's another thing. Keep your water high whenever you're looking at shredding up. Really important. Drink little and often is my tip. You might get through 3 or 4 litres in a day, but do that through the day. Very important fact. Now, with Garcinia Cambogia and the hydroxycitric acid within it, HCA, it will actually increase the amount of fat cells we wee out of our body. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we wee ourselves thinner. Now, don't go drowning yourself on that point, but that is the really cool thing with Garcinia Cambogia. The other thing it does, it will actually have an effect on dopamine and serotonin, two really cool, happy chemicals in the body. That is so important to suppressing cortisol, which is a stress hormone which stops us burning fat. Garcinia Cambogia, by on its own, it's amazing. 500 milligrams, that is incredible, proper strength. It's not a 50 milligram token gesture, proper therapeutic strength. Second ingredient, okay, Coleus foscoli root. Active ingredient in this, foscoli. Foscoli or foscolin is brilliant. In here we have got 250 milligrams of Coleus foscolin. What is Coleus foscolin? When I went to America many years ago to work for a company out there called Nature's Plus, I was at Solgar for a happy 7 or 8 years, went over there for a couple of years and learnt a lot out there in terms of, went out and then came back and worked in the UK for them. Coleus foscoli was a buzzword, it hasn't really caught on over here. They were using it instead of ephedrine because it was having the same kind of effects, allegedly, out there as ephedrine, increasing lipases, fat-eating enzymes, let's say. They'll increase the amount of enzymes that we break down the fats with. Really cool. And we, without the side effects. So ephedrine is quite harmful in the wrong hands, high blood pressure, none of those side effects. So Coleus foscoli was brilliant, around about 250 milligrams. That's from experience and looking at some formula that I worked with back then. I was desperate to find out how good that was when we brought it over to the UK. So all the independent health stores I used to deal with and talk to, if anyone was interested in weight loss, I'd get them a pot for free to trial. Just on Coleus foscoli, the feedback I was getting of mainly ladies, brilliant. Really positive. So Coleus foscoli had to go in this formula. That's from real feedback, that strength, absolutely blinding. And if you can increase the metabolic rate, the amount of fat you burn throughout the rest of your day by just taking one of them in the morning or 2 of them in the morning, and you're burning more fat at this resting metabolic state where you're not actually exercising but you're still burning fat, winner, 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 chicken dinner. Caffeine anhydrous. Not gone mad. Some people, putting 350, 400 milligrams in there, too much for me. 225 does enough. Gives you that little bit of stimulant edge, that focus, that mental energy, that mental drive, brilliant. So you know you've got something on there, you're more energetic, you're expelling more fat because you've got more energy exposed. But the other cool thing with Coleus, caffeine anhydrous, is it also suppresses appetite, but it increases the metabolic state of the body, the amount of fat you're burning all day. So if you take that before training on a doing some fasted cardio, you will not only burn a lot more whilst you're training, you'll continue to burn a lot more for after that training session. The back burn's brilliant and your energy levels are up there. 225, you won't crash either. So that's good. I'm not the greatest with stimulants. Trial it, no worries. Absolutely buzzing all day. I took one this morning actually. Trained at about 5:30 this morning. True story, couldn't sleep. I've never normally in that early. I'm go, wow, perfect. So again, you know, you've got the stimulant, you've got the, you know, that get up and go, and it's stayed with me all day today. I've been buzzing today, been good. Kola nut extract. Really cool. Also gives you some more energy, more mental focus and stimulant. It increases the metabolic rate again. Kola nut extract is also synonymous with suppressing appetite. So yet another appetite suppressant added into that, which is ideal. The kola nut extract looks really exciting. I haven't seen it in a lot of things actually. So again, it's a perfect little add-in to complement the other ingredients in here. Guarana seed extract is really cool also. It seems to inhibit an enzyme which causes us to store fat as fat cells. That is really impressive. Kola nut extract as well, they did some trials on non-obese ladies, so ladies who were fit. And in that trial, there was 30 ladies on the trial from memory. 15 took the kola nut extract on its own, again, therapeutic strength, and 15 took a placebo. The ladies over a 30-day trial didn't change diet or exercise or anything. All they did is gave them the kola nut extract. They lost more of belly fat, visceral fat, than the other group. They quite a lot. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was quite significant in the trial I was reading. So I was like, whoa, that's interesting. So that's kola nut extract. Guarana extract, energy stimulant, appetite suppressant, increases metabolic rate. Everything's increasing our ability to burn fat efficiently. Awesome. Schisandra, cool for getting rid of the fat around the liver. It stimulates liver function. It's also an adaptogenic herb, so it'll help us with energy. It suppresses cortisol. Suppressing cortisol allows our body to burn fat for energy. If you've got stress and cortisol, doesn't do that. So Schisandra is really cool. Fatty livers can obviously make you sluggish, so you can store more fat that way. For females, an estrogen, if your liver's sluggish, and you may get an estrogen buildup, which will make you store more fat and water. So again, looking after the liver and getting the liver working is so important to fat management, weight management. The liver produces something like 400, I think, different amazing reactions in the body, like hormonal reactions. The liver is absolutely key. This will actually help support the liver, get the liver working correctly, but also helps with stress, with mood, increases mood again with serotonin and dopamine, which have knock-on effects. Lose weight while you sleep, you'll increase your amount of rapid eye movement. On an evening with Schisandra, which will actually help you with a deeper sleep. What else have we got? Hordenine hydrochloride is a brilliant, pretty newish one again for increasing cognitive function, increasing the ability to burn visceral fat. It can burn also brown fat, and it also, hordenine can also suppress appetite, if I haven't said that already. It's pretty rocking. So again, brilliant stuff. Paradoxine, the bad boy. There's 40 milligrams in here. A lot of the trials I've read on 30 milligrams were out of the world with fat burn on its own. There's 10 more milligrams than the trials I've been looking into and reading about. So those paradoxine is also called grains of paradise. And it's the paradoxine and hordenine are real key to this formula. What they do is they will naturally, cleverly change the way that white adipose tissue is perceived. It becomes more like brown adipose tissue, so it allows it to be burnt as energy. So you're smashing the gym, you're hitting the weights, you're hitting the circuits, you're doing the aerobics, you're hitting the spinning classes, you're doing the fight clubs, you're doing the martial arts, all of those kind of things, and you want to just really get to where you want to be with the weight in terms of muscle mass, shredding, brilliant. And that's the way forward. If you're looking at 6 to 8 weeks from an event and you're in quite good nick, perfect. I'm carrying quite a lot of visceral fat at the minute because I have been hitting some SARMs that we do, and I've put on quite a significant amount of muscle mass, but I've not lost any fat mass, unfortunately. So I cannot wait to jump onto these now for the next 6 weeks, and by that it gives me had a little 12-week plan for the new year. The timing's perfect on this. I'm 106 kilos up this morning, so it's going to be really interesting to see if I can maintain the muscle and lose the body fat. It's exactly what that's meant to do. That's exactly that will do. And as I say, I can't stress enough about those formulas. We also put in there Bioprene, just noticed, sorry I didn't mention it. Again, that's to enhance the absorption of everything. So not only does it all work synergistically together, they all complement each other. You've got the Bioprene in there to make sure that the body's taking up these nutrients, it's getting into where they need to work, and you're getting that reaction. Really excited. I don't normally ever talk about fat burners per se. I wanted to bring one out that was a little different, a little more for people who have got diet on point, or certainly nearly there, got the training on point, got the hydration on point, got plenty of rest. You guys, hopefully, if you're grossly overweight, you're really obese, you know what? Let's get into your diet. Look at your diet first. Calories in, calories out. It'll work. It'll get there. You do not need to jump onto that product. However, if you're in quite good nick and you want to go to that next level, aim for perfection. All natural ingredients as well. So if you are doing a show or something like that. Fantastic. At the minute, they will be retailing about 45 quid. We've got them out on a big discount on the websites and a big discount in store for a limited time only. I want to get this product out there. Share this blog, or whatever it's called, vlog. If you share this vlog, you'll go into the pot to win a pot of that, ironically. So that is the Never Enough Mega Shred. I am mega pleased about that. It is such a cool product when you look into it. Really, really delighted. People will be blown away with the effectiveness of that if they are on point. Get everything on point, that will take you to another dimension. If you're not on point, I don't want you to buy it. Don't buy it. But if you are and you're determined and you're focused, amazing. Seriously, you got to try it. You got to try it. Thanks, guys. As always, it's Mark at Never Enough Nutrition. Have a great day or evening, whatever time you're watching it. Bye.